This story was told by Mr. Tor, who encountered a terrifying experience and shared it with us. Mr. Tor often traveled abroad for business. He wasn't a spiritual person, nor did he have any psychic abilities, but he had always been observant, sensitive to the subtle details of his surroundings. Of all his trips, it was his third visit to Singapore that became the most unsettling. He booked a room at a well-known five-star hotel on Orchard Road. At check-in, all of his colleagues were assigned rooms on the 9th floor. Oddly, he was the only one assigned to the 13th. This puzzled him, because most hotels, especially in countries with strong Chinese influence, like Singapore, usually skip the 13th floor due to feng shui beliefs. He had never encountered a 13th floor in any other country he visited, not in Hong Kong, Japan, the US, or Europe. His room number was 1337, a number associated with bad luck in some beliefs. Though he felt uneasy, he trusted the hotel's reputation and proceeded without requesting a change. As he entered the elevator alone, an unfamiliar sense of anxiety crept in. The elevator groaned as it rose to the 13th floor. When the doors opened, he stepped out into a three-way junction, a T-shaped intersection known in Thai folklore as a spiritual crossroads, where paranormal events often occur. His room, 1337, was to the right. He tried the first keycard. It failed. The second one worked. Inside, the lights and air conditioning were already on, a standard practice in Singaporean hotels. Still, a strange thought popped into his mind unprovoked. Has someone died in this room? It startled him. He wasn't a man who believed in such things. The first night was uneventful. He passed the time with the hotel-provided handy phone, a smartphone that offered international calls, internet access, and app use. He listened to the ghost story on YouTube to combat the loneliness, as most TV channels were in local languages. On the second night, things began to change. After dinner, he walked to a nearby 7-Eleven with a colleague. On the way, they saw Singaporeans performing a traditional ritual with candles, incense, and offerings. The area was bathed in a red glow. It felt unsettling, so he avoided eye contact. Later, his colleague, Jack, explained it was the final night of the Hungry Ghost Month, a Chinese tradition where the spirit world opens and the dead return to receive offerings. That night was August 31st, the last day of the month. Back at the hotel, the eerie feeling returned as soon as Mr. Tor stepped onto the 13th floor. It felt like someone was following him. Goosebumps rose on his arms. He rushed into his room and locked the door. He lay down on the bed, handy phone at his side, while watching a quiet drama on TV and chatting online. Suddenly, a single loud cough echoed through the room. Deep, hoarse, and alarmingly close. It sounded like an old man coughing from the foot of the bed. He froze. Looking toward his feet, he saw no one. The room was empty. It couldn't have come from a neighbor. 5-star hotel walls are well insulated. It wasn't from the hallway, and the TV volume was low. Fear settled in, but fatigue overtook him, and he eventually fell asleep. The final incident happened on checkout day. He had arranged for a late checkout at 2 p.m., but the handy phone was programmed to wipe all personal data at noon. Calls, internet logs, everything. While in the bathroom listening to the ghost story, the screen displayed a clear data message. He confirmed. The phone reset and returned to its default hotel welcome screen. As he gathered his belongings, he plugged the handy phone into its charging dock. The moment it connected, an eerie sound burst from the phone, a haunting melody, the kind used in horror movies. His entire body shivered. The phone, freshly wiped, should not have had any audio files or apps open. The screen still showed only the hotel's welcome page, yet the creepy music played on. In a panic, he apologized out loud in both English and Thai, unsure what language the spirit might understand. He tried navigating the screen, but nothing worked. He pressed the power button and shut the phone off completely. Reflecting on the events, he realized something chilling. The spot where he slept, when lined up through the bathroom and wall, pointed directly toward that three-way junction outside the elevator. That intersection, believed to channel spiritual energy, might have opened a path for something to enter. Mr. Tor had stayed in this hotel before, and it was known for its high standards. But this time, during the Hungry Ghost Month, on a rare 13th floor in room 1337, he was certain he had come face to face with something beyond the natural world.